Hello everyone, this week's parasha is Africa Chayi Sara. In this week's parasha, the Torah tells us about Abraham sending Eliezer, his servant, to find a wife for Yitzchak, his son. And what's very interesting about this is that the Torah repeats the story in detail twice. Now, the Torah is very, very famous for trying to find the shortest way to write things, the most precise way to write things, so much so that most of what we know about how to keep kosher comes from 3 times in the Torah that it says, "Lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo." Don't cook a lamb in its mother's milk. That's it. That's most of what we know about kosher. And yet, the Torah decides to repeat the story twice in detail. It's very, very uncharacteristic. So first of all, there's something that's important. It's understanding of the stories of the servants of the Avot, of our fathers. We can learn so much from them. It's worth repeating. A lot of times in the Gemara, there's discussions and this rabbi says this rabbi says that, and then someone will say, I remember that my rabbi did this. And then everybody says, oh, if this is how your rabbi did it, that's okay. When I was learning to be a rabbi, I learned a lot of things in theory, but then I was in Romania with my rabbi, and I saw how my rabbi behaved and how he acted and how he judged things and how he did things, and I learned more in that 1 week than I could have in a year or two sitting and learning physically. You just learn so much more that way. And that is partially the point of why the Torah feels like this bears repeating twice in detail. It's to show us that actions speak louder than words, teaching us to learn from these stories and realizing that these stories, the first whole book and half of the second book of the Torah, that don't have mitzvot, they don't have commandments, they just have stories, how much we can learn from those stories. Shabbat Shalom.